normally don't start the vlogs at night, but there's a special occasion for this one. Not only am I almost done with Shield of Sparrows, which I really want to finish tonight, but The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, my camera will focus, there we go, just came out. So this is very exciting. I'm going to include this in TBR Tuesday. You guys know that I never stop talking about One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, the Shepherd King duology. So this will be very, very, very exciting to start reading that. And I also have a nice Libby hold from the last one at the wedding. And I just have some samples and some other things from TBR Tuesday and NetGalley. So let's go ahead and let's get cozy and let's read and try and finish Shield of Sparrows. Okay guys, it's like 2 days later. I have been the worst at picking up my vlog camera, so I'm gonna try and do better at this. But I, long story short, ended up with 2 copies of The Night and the Moth, and I don't know which one I should keep because I don't really want to keep like 10,000 copies because I'm also going to Rachel Gillig's signing today, which I'm like, are you kidding? So this is the Barnes & Noble one. It has like this pretty blue writing and this sprayed sword edge here. It's so heavy though. I weighed it. It's 1.5 pounds heavier than this one. Like this one is just unreasonably heavy. It's got like really pretty end papers here with the swords. And then this one, the Target edition, I know people were like trashing this one, but I actually think this one is so pretty. Like it has this like pink map, and then I just love that. So the pink one does not have any sprayed edges, but it has like this, I forget like what the word is for this, but it looks like the edges are like old, but they're not. If that makes any sense. What is the word for that? Someone let me know. There's a word. I'm just blanking on it. So I don't know which one to keep because I'm also getting a 3rd copy, and I think you don't like bring your own copies. I think you can. I'm gonna try and bring an extra copy of a couple One Dark Windows, one for me and one for my friend who inspired me to read Rachel Gillig's books. So I'm gonna see if I can get those signed. I have no idea if they're gonna like stop me though, so it'll be luck if it works out. And then that means that I will have 3 copies. So I don't know, let me know in the comments which copy you like the best. I think it's just like this one would definitely be a shelf trophy, and it goes with the copies of One Dark Window just because they're all so heavy and they're really similar, so it's kind of nice. But this one would actually be one that I would use to read and like pick up, and I just love the pink. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am starting to try and figure out another bookshelf space, like maybe some floating bookshelves or another bookshelf, maybe to go in my office, because I can't trade books in anymore. I can donate them, but I was like, maybe I should give books away to my followers. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Excuse me. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not doing any coffee this morning because I've got kind of a long drive and I don't want to have like driving anxiety because I don't know exactly where I'm going. So we're gonna skip the coffee this morning, and I'm gonna pack up like my rain jacket and stuff because it's so rainy right now and it's freezing, and I know we're gonna be waiting outside for a portion of this, so I will take you guys along to the signing. So sit back, relax, and get ready to go to the Rachel Gillig signing with me. Okay, I've parked in the parking garage. I have no idea how I got to this place. Like, I feel like this is like, I got lost in like a liminal space or something. So I think that's the exit, but I like went all the way back around, or maybe that's a different exit. I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna go have a little bit of lunch, and then we are going to make our way over to the signing location. Do you think it's over here? I think it's in here.
they're not even human, their nightmares kind of disembodied, the gargoyle is this little creature. They have no constraints, and they get to be as absurd or ridiculous as you want them to be, and when you're creating something and you just have that level of freedom. I'm not trying to, he's not an archetype necessarily, he's not really anything, he's just dramatic, and also in his absurdity, it turned out to be a great vehicle to actually drop like some of what I, attempt my wisdom as well, and so side characters are inevitably, I'll get it wrong in the first draft, and it'll be very hard. It's hard to create nuance. You can never expect to have a nuanced first draft, but it's what I strive for, which is why I begin with that. And then, yes, magic system, and like the Shepherd King duology with the deck of cards, it is a hard magic system. I clearly like tangible objects, so these are stone objects. So for me, it's what are these objects, how do they work? And I choose that for a lot of reasons. Mainly because I consider magic that I like writing to be a very neutral thing. It's not good or bad, it's depending on who's using it. And if you have magical objects that anyone can use, it is also a great way to explore how these characters use them. It's a kind of tell on them in their own way by how they use it. So I want to make sure that that's as decently written or plotted as I can make it. And then, yeah, the map, to orient myself. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on. We are moving around, I know that, because it's also, I wanted to challenge myself. The Shepherd King duology is insular, it's mixed, like you don't have a big world thing. And I said it at every stop, so I have to say it now. I'm outing myself as a Zelda Ocarina of Time fan. Yes. It's so good, yes, thank you. And there's something about like an open world concept I really like, but also the fun thing about that game is like every temple they go to is in a different location in the world, like the geography is different, landscape, color palette, creatures living there, belief systems, like everything is different. And so moving through a world, I have to kind of create a somewhat legible path for myself. That makes sense. Yeah. Actually, against longer series, it's just again like the media I enjoy, the books I enjoy, and not even just books, like I love a good limited series when I'm watching something. Like I love more time in the world, more time in the characters, but I don't want things to feel too drawn out. I don't want there to be too much derivativeness in storytelling for myself when I'm writing. And I don't know, I like it a lot. And duologies are all having moments, and they have been for a little while, and I think there's both. There's readers who love long series, there's readers who like duologies, readers who love both, or neither. Standalones are great as well. Like, everything's so good, everything's so great. But I do like a duology. So yes, 2 books in this series.
Am I allowed to ask where you are in book 2? I can't start. Oh, eyes. Oh no.
I just make eyes. This is how my face looks. I have finished draft 1. Okay. Everything in publishing is so far out, and they really wanted, in order to get all these beautiful editions, The Night of the Moth, they wanted it a year out. So I started writing The Night of the Moth 2 years ago, so it's just a year ago. The sequel has since been drafted. I gave it to my editor. She gave it back to me right before tour. I'm like, I'm not getting anyone done for a little while, which is, what can I say about it? It's just a sequel. Like my other ones, I don't tend to waste any time in between. Picks up very closely to where it dropped off. The title has been, I got the email while I was on tour, the title has been finalized, so there may be a title drop in the near-ish future. We shall see. And I did say this at other stops, so I do feel safe saying it here. Someone asked me if I could describe the sequel in 1 word, what would it be? And I said, tournament. So that's where we is. And then the next question was like, the moderator, she's like, have you ever seen the movie A Knight's Tale? I was like, of course I've seen it! And I was like, yes, that is a great question on the end of the other question. And then I was just kind of like, nice being here. But yeah,
You know what I'll be watching tonight. Amazing.
Okay guys, so I am back home after a rainstorm and a slightly tragic event. So sitting on the other side of my table from where you saw me this morning. So here are the copies from this morning. I didn't know that at the book signing they were going to give us the Barnes & Noble version that's the same one as this one. So I think I'm going to take this one back because I want somebody else to be able to have that copy, and there's no reason for me to have two. So she did sign it, and got my cute little slip of paper on there. So she wrote to Summer. I got a little picture with her. The books were pre-signed, so we just got to meet her and do like a little customization. Now, we did have a tragedy. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything on this one, but what happened is I had all of these other books because I was going to try, I think I mentioned it this morning, I can't remember, that I was going to try and get one of these signed for myself and then one for a friend. So it was raining very intensely. So by the way, she wasn't going to sign any other ones. So I just had these in my bag, but we had like a disaster with the sink. Like, I don't even know, like it was a split second where my bag was sitting, and then literally 0.2 seconds later, after I reached over to grab soap, because it was like my soap was out, my entire bag had somehow fallen into the sink and the water was literally running on these. So I need to figure out how to get, like, I need to dry these and press them. So I'm really sad that my paperbacks got kind of messed up, but I need to work on those. I'm really, really, really lucky that my signed copy was not hurt by that. So thank goodness. But it was just kind of upsetting about those. But you know what? Life happens. So also while I was there, I got this romantasy coloring book, which I thought was just really cool. It had like tons of romantasy things. It had like little quotes from different authors, different types of things. So I just felt like I wanted to get this coloring book they had sitting at the table. So I picked it up, and I don't know if you can get it where you can find it. It might be on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But that was pretty cool to get that. And then I don't know what clips I'm going to insert in this vlog for talking about the book. But what was cool is when I almost said this to you guys this morning when I was filming, but when I saw the pink and the blue, I am a big Sleeping Beauty girl. Like, she is my favorite Disney princess. And so when I saw this, I thought the pink and the blue was such a funny color combo, because in Sleeping Beauty, her dress goes between pink and blue. And so I just thought that was, like an interesting connection, but I thought that was just a me connection. But then at the talk, she went over like how when she was giving them ideas for the cover art, she gave them ideas that had to do with like old-timey fairy tales. And that just was interesting, that I was like, oh, it was like a pink and blue, like moonlight palette type of situation. So I don't know what clips I'm going to put in, because I don't even know what the video and audio looks like. So I'm going to review that. I'm going to try and edit this pretty quickly and try and get it up. Just know that I have like 2 more vlogs, like entire vlogs that I need to edit that I'm just behind on because I've been busy. But I'm going to try and get those out soon for you, and I'll keep you updated on whether I like The Night and the Moth, because I've only really just started reading the first few pages, but I am excited to start. And she kind of gave us some interesting tidbits that helped me to maybe understand it better, so that was good. So I'm going to work on trying to save these right now. I'm going to stop filming, try and save my waterlogged paperbacks, figure out if I can salvage whatever's going on here, and then I will keep you guys updated in the next vlog about The Night and the Moth. So make sure you subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.